Rights, Justice, Action for all women and girls. Lagati Mandade, Koima Capital Convention Center International Women's Day Manashe. Ito laga program the Environment, Forest, Climate Change Minister Sale John Pass special guest Kridishe aro ito laga bahal din de Mikey Khan laga para sacrifice Korea achievement pa aro contribution dia recognize Krishe. Society bahal aro age loy jabo karne Mikey Khan pra pishi important role play Korea ko gina Minister John Pa Krishe. Nagaland debi Mikey Khan pra political career de thagi ase duita MLA aro ekta Rajya Sabha MP ase ko gina highlight Krishe. Iniga hoi gina program laga chief host social welfare laga advisor Wangpan Konyak prabi program de thagya team rakia team opor khota Krishe aro Mikey Khan pra sub field de age jai ase ko gina Krishe. International Women's Day laga program lua homoy SHGs Women Achievers Municipal aro Anganwadi workers kan ge felicitate Krishe.
Me to stand before you today as a chief guest on this important day. Today, as we gather to celebrate International Women's Day, we honor the strength, courage, and valuable contribution of women in Nagaland and across the world. This day is not only about celebration, it is about recognition of the sacrifice made, the barrier broken, and achievement earned by women in every sphere of life. In Nagaland, women have always played a vital role in shaping society. They are the backbone of our families, the strength of our villages, and the guiding force of our churches and communities, from agriculture fields to marketplaces, from classroom to hospitals. Naka women contribute tirelessly to the progress of our state. We are proud to say that in Nagaland, women are given equal opportunity and many fields today. Our girls are shining in competitive examinations, in academic achievements, in civil service, in education, in their partnership, in professional career. They are providing that dedication in hard work, no gender. We are also witnessing positive progress in political representation. At present, our state has 2 women members of the Legislative Assembly and 1 woman representing Nagaland in Rajya Sabha. Their presence in leadership reflect the growing voice and confidence of Naka women in governance. We remember pioneers like Ranu M. Saza, the first woman members of parliament from Nagaland, who paved way for future generations. Her courage and leadership continue to inspire us. Organizations like Naka Murder Association, with their powerful message, "Shed no more blood," have shown that women are strong agents of peace, reconciliation, and social reform. In that, Naka society shine because of each woman, their strength, wisdom, passion, and faith have built our homes and strengthened our communities. When women rise, family rise. When family rise, Nagaland rise. However, even as we celebrate this achievement, we must also acknowledge that challenges still remain. Issues related to gender-based violence and unequal access to opportunity need to be addressed collectively as a society. Having learned of the gender-based violence statistic in our state, let this be a reminder for us of the urgent need to address this serious issue. It is important to realize that gender-based violence is an empowerment. Violence is a violation of human rights and a woman obstacle to women empowerment and gender equality. Before conclusion my speech, I want to say a few words in our Nagamese Talik. Women alone cannot live without men. Men cannot live without women. That is why God has created feminine, male and female together. This is very important. Ami ekta duita problem man jay to. Ito bi bisi bakto maiki khan to mota ke blame kurta ki. Kun baat chakate maiki bi mistake bi thake de. Ito bi abri khan bi correction bi kori lage. Hatai mata khani maiki ki hisab nokor insan bhabe. Ito agin khan nisna to olop aro mata par bi olop extra mile jay thake to. Takot na. Ito nisna itu asa itu karena domestic violence bi khali mota ekla ke blame no korbi maiki khan bi olop realize koribi kone etu bi koi dia ase itu karena aji ate our social welfare department aro women development aro Nagaland itu state livelihood rural livelihood mission bi collaborate korini mati se pare tu kita ba NBCC women department mati bi just laga paste ni khan Reverend khan na enaga mati kene itu ekilo kote milagane sikhai dile bhal hobo aro Nagaland age de loi jabole to maiki khan natte asare
so many distinguished ladies. I feel a little intimidated also. But getting intimidated sometimes it is good to wake us up. Officials and representatives from the collaborating departments, representative from various civil societies, women tribal units, self-help groups, media, and all the participants here. Foremost, I wish every woman present here a very happy International Women's Day. You deserve all the honor and respect, not just today, but every day. I'm happy to see this Capital Convention Center fully packed. There's no more seats available. We know that the men folks are having a very important event. The Naga wrestling is going on, but nonetheless, I'm so glad to see all of you here to commemorate this International Women's Day. As I stand here, I'm personally grateful to all the women in my life. My grandmother, my mother, my spouse, my daughter. I never had a sister. I never felt that sister's love, be it elder sister or younger sister. But today, I thank Almighty for blessing me with a lovely daughter, and after my daughter grew up, I get to understand a love that a woman gives to their near and dear ones, loved ones. I acknowledge that it is because of their sacrifice, unconditional love, support, and mentorship that I am here. This year's United Nations International Women's Day, the theme is Rights, Justice, Action for all women and girls. Today is a significant day for reflection, celebration, and more importantly, to renew our commitment as a society to advance the rights and dignity of our women and girls. 8 March is the actual UN designated day, which falls on Sunday this year. The department taking this opportunity, we have written to all the major apex church organizations to share the concept of this significant day with a request to address the issues faced by women and how they can reach out for help. As per the UN report, globally, women face more barriers accessing justice than men. Unfortunately, it is true in the context of Nagaland too. Since inception in 2016 till February 2026, One Stop Center has received over 1,800 cases related to violence against women due to stigma attached to cases like domestic violence, sexual assault, and the lack of socio-economic support system. Many women are afraid to reach for help. Support by the Ministry of Women and Child Development, Government of India, one key mission implemented by the Department of Social Welfare for holistic development of women is the Mission Shakti, which is an umbrella scheme for safety, security, and empowerment of women. Please visit the registration desk outside, where our Women Helpline 181 team will provide information on schemes available for women. I'm pleased to inform that Nagaland State is observing this significant day in all 17 districts, where we are implementing the Mission Shakti schemes such as Beti Bachao, Beti Barao, and One Stop Center and Hub for Empowerment of Women. On a momentous occasion like this, it is an empowering initiative for key departments, missions, commission working on women's issue in the state to come together in one common platform. We have the Department of Social Welfare, Mission Shakti, Nagaland State Commission for Women, Women Resource Development, Nagaland State Rural Livelihoods Mission, and Kohima Municipal Council. We hope we can strengthen our collaborative effort at the district and village level too, to ensure that our services reach the grassroots. The Nagaland State Commission for Women will be holding Mahila Jan Sunwai. That is the public hearing for swift time-bound grievance redressal from the 9th of March. It will be a week-long public hearing. I wish the Nagaland State Commission for Women journeys mercy and a very successful Mahila Jan Sunway. Achieving gender equality is not a woman's issue alone. It is a social issue that requires to be addressed by men and women from all sectors together as a societal responsibility. Let me conclude by encouraging all of us here today, representing government, non-government organizations, churches, and media too. Let us continue to work collectively to strengthen women and girls' access to justice, which is their fundamental right, and to ensure that they have a better society to live in. Thank you. God bless.
A warm greetings to all the women present here this afternoon on this special occasion of the International Women's Day under the inspiring theme, Right, Justice, Action for all women and girls. For me, being in the Department of Social Welfare, I always sense the empowerment of women. With most of my officers are women, mothers, led by our director, very powerful director. So I always feel that women are empowered each day, working with my officials in the department. I also personally feel that the theme reminds us that rights must be claimed, justice must be delivered, action must be taken, especially for the women and girls who face barriers of access, opportunity, and equality, especially in the rural areas. The Department of Social Welfare is a nodal for 3 ministries: the Ministry of Rural Development, Ministry of Women and Child, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. And through different programs, we implement either women-centric programs or mostly women-related programs. Through various programs, Government of India has been emphasizing on women-led development by transitioning from women welfare to empowering them as active agents of growth through Mission Shakti, which aim to strengthen intervention for women's safety and security, and to always realize the government commitment for women-led development. In some of Nagaland's villages and districts, extraordinary stories are unfolding through the power of collective strength and government-supported initiative through the Nagaland State Rural Livelihood Missions, through the Department of Human Resources Development, and Mission Shakti, which is implemented through the Department of Social Welfare. In fact, it is worth mentioning that the Department of Rural Development, particularly through the Nagaland State Rural Livelihood Missions, focuses on women's empowerment through formation of SLGs, helping the SLGs engaging in diverse economic activities, providing platform for savings, credit facilities, in fact facilitating access to financial resources and skill development. Through the Nagaland State Commission for Women, it is made sure that the women in Nagaland are in safe environment, living our life with dignity, being aware of the constitutional rights, entitlement, and pursuing her chosen occupations or professions with freedom. When we look at the at the National Crime Records Bureau reports, it has frequently cited Nagaland as one of the safest states for women in India, with significantly lower crime rates. However, as we are aware, we still witnesses the rise in crimes against women and girls in our state over the years. Given this reality, I call upon everyone present here today to confront the reality of violence, encourage men and boys to participate, change discriminatory attitudes, and bring an end to gender-based violence, in effect ensuring that women's dignity is protected and upheld. As the advisor of the Department of Social Welfare, I am proud of our collaborative efforts with the Nagaland State Rural Livelihood Mission, the Department of Women Resource Development, Mission Shakti, and the Nagaland State Commission for Women, and in fact the Kohima Municipal Council, bringing together all of us today with a common intent. Today we saw felicitating our SDGs achievers, municipal workers who keep our towns and town vibrant and clean, and Anganwadi workers who have been nurturing our future generations. Your stories are a reminder to us that when one woman gains her voice and economic strength, her family thrives, her village progresses, and Nagaland moves closer to true equality. Before I conclude, I just want to share one that struck to my mind. In fact, one day I shared with my secretary. And when I see the awardees from the municipal for cleaning and sweeping the municipal areas, I don't know who will clean the segregated area. Because this segregated area doesn't fall under the municipal. And this is one of the dirtiest places in the capital. And if you're wondering what I'm saying, when you go out, you can just turn around. It's so sad. In fact, I shared with secretary one day, why don't social welfare organize this? Social work also, in collaboration with RT, because our office falls here. Just see the gate. Left and right quarter bottles, mineral bottles. So dirty. And this is a capital, and this is a capital complex. It's in the secretariat. See the gate at the secretariat. The plastic bottles left and right. I don't know who will clean this. I feel, being one elected members and being the heart of the city and the capital complex, the street from this, the bridge till the NPSC hall. After NPSC, the CMO, that side is little clean. But this street is one of the dirtiest streets which I can notice. So I don't know I was informed that this doesn't fall under municipal. So nobody is there to clean except the departments. So I think we can even have the social work in this area by this department. Social welfare office, tala bahar do inni ka litra ase lo. RT la gate bahar sabi to inni ka litra ase. Urban office. So sad. So I think we have to even think about that. Who will clean the streets?